Maggie here with another tip. Today's topic is email marketing. This is a topic that has been discussed in some of my groups that I'm in, and they've inquired about more. And so, if you know me, I'm all about the freebies when you're starting out your business, getting started, and then you build up to the paid tiered programs that offer more options. But in the beginning, when you are starting out, I definitely recommend the freebies. Why? Because you're learning your business, you're figuring out the kinks, and what if this doesn't work out and you're not interested? Well, at least you're not locked into a plan. At the same time, you are building your brand. You're getting to know what you're comfortable with, what you flow with. Email marketing might not even be for you. However, it is a powerful resource because an email marketing campaign can actually keep your viewers, your audience engaged in the background while you build out content and you do other things. It has been powerful for me and my business. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I use. It's a nice little freebie. Obviously, there are options in there for you to get the paid version, but again, we're going with the free version. I do have to let you know that I am not an affiliate. I do not get compensated if you sign up with them. It's just something that I use and I like to share with others. So let's check it out. So something that I use for my email marketing is called Kit. It used to be known as ConvertKit. But they had a recent rebrand, and so it's still the same thing. They offer pricing. As you can see, you have a lot of people that use it, and it's very simple to use. So I'm just going to go ahead and log in. And while that loads up, I do want to reiterate there's many options out there that you can use for your email marketing. One is MailChimp, you have Constant Contact, you have Kit is the one that I use because it's very simple and I like the template layout. So if you don't want it to look too salesy, but more like an email, I would recommend this is the way to go. I'm sure there's a way you can format it on the other programs, but I've just found Kit to be very user friendly, especially when you're starting out. So this is one of my accounts that I use. It's an older account, but I wanted to show you what it looks like once you come in. This is your home page. You can grow your subscribers. So if you have a subscribers list and you need to import them or you can manually do it, you could actually do that from here. What's neat about Kit is that you can create your landing page if you needed one because you are just starting out and you want people to at least go somewhere, they can do that and sign up for your email list. You can see your subscribers and you can add them here if you need to. You can also, like I said, create your landing pages. You have your creator hub and then you have your paid features. What I do like is that it lets you know what are the paid features so you don't have to go to them if you don't want to. Your broadcast is when you want to send something out. So these are the ones that I've sent out, just letting people know. And then you can also see the open rate and click rates and just see the statuses on them. The email templates that you can create that I was talking about, you can just come in here and create an email template. I always like to have a default one, a thank you for subscribing. So if someone does subscribe, they get an automatic email and it would say something like this. Thank you for subscribing. It inserts your name when you format it. And then thank you for joining the community. Here's my email and contact. And if they want to schedule a call or share my link, it's right there. And this is the default information that comes up. Once you get the paid version, you can actually put your own address and you can remove the build with Kit. But this is exactly what it would look like. So let's come back here to email templates. If you were to want to create something, one of my processes that I do is I do use AI. So I'll go into chat, Gemini, whichever one I'm flowing with that day. I'll create an email template for whatever topic I'm doing. I can copy a previous one since it has all of my stuff, so I can duplicate it. Let's just say this one right here. I can go into chat, copy and paste it. And something that I do is I have a blog post. So I basically do an intro to it. And if they want to read more, they can go to my blog, click it, and go from there. And that just keeps your viewers engaged, which is a powerful tool. If you're getting them to your blog, then they're on your website. And then more times than not, they're surfing on your website, they're taking a look, seeing if you're legit, right? And they're more likely to reach out to you for your services or whatever you do. For example, myself, I do tax and financial services, and so they would reach out to me for those main ones. I do many things, but those are the main ones that I have on my website. And then you can schedule it out. So once you do that, we'll just say this is a duplicate one that I'm doing. I'm going to create a new broadcast. And I can select which list. So if you do have your subscribers and you have list A and list B just for different audience content, you can divvy that up if you want to. So this is my copy. I'm going to select that template. I would put in my subject line right here, something that is engaging. And if I want to see a preview of it, it'll come up. So their first name will be right here, and this is what it will look like. I can even send a test email. This is what it would look like on their phone if they pull it up. So that's Kit's address that you're allowed to use right here, and then the unsubscribe option, obviously. Right now it's in draft mode, and so when I'm ready, I can just click continue on the bottom right. Right now it's telling me to change it, but I'm gonna leave it. So continue to share, and then I can either publish to web or send email. This would be from one of my addresses. I would select all subscribers at this point, but if I wanted to add a filter, I can do that. I can do, what if I just want to engage my clients in a specific region or city? Like I'm gonna have a webinar in the Texas area. So I would make sure that I have it just for my Texas folks. But I mean, when you think about it, if you open it up to everybody, if they're in town, that'd be a great one too. But that's just an example. You can schedule out your post. So let's say I want to schedule it out for July 31st, and then I would continue. So right now I'm reviewing. This is my subject line, sending from my email, sending to all of my subscribers on that I've selected, and they will publish this, and I would schedule this. I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to go back to edit and come back over here. I just like that it's really user-friendly and easy. I've played around with MailChimp and some of the other ones out there. And sometimes it can feel overwhelming because you get caught up in how you want the template to look and all that. Or I guess once you set it up how you want it to look, then you're just plugging and playing. But doing what I do, it just needs to be clean. And that's what I like about it. I can just plug and play. It looks like an email, very professional and clean. It's my recommendation when you are starting out. And if you don't like it, then you can switch over to the other options. Like perhaps if you are a graphic designer or you do like an online t-shirt store, stuff like that, this is probably not going to be for you because you want the visual impression of your projects and the things that you're doing. Mine is very word-based. We're talking about taxes, insurance, notary stuff. So reading it works like that. I do have video content, but that would be a different lane. Email marketing is really just that, and then getting them to go to your website and keeping them on that cycle. But moving forward and showing you the other options, you have the automate. Once you do an automation and setting up funnels, you can do that. They're known as roles here. These are paid features that you can do, but example, if you want to keep people on roles, so if they requested information on one, but they haven't followed up, then it automatically sends out in 3 days with a follow-up. And then if they have followed up, then they do this. It's really neat that you can do that. Another company that offers that is System.io, and those are actually free. It takes a little bit tinkering with that. Maybe I'll do a video on that later. But this is a real basic starter. You could even earn on your product suite right here, giving you different options once you start getting into the paid content, and then you can learn. So if you're overwhelmed and don't know how to start with Kit, they do have resources and tutorials available on how to set yours up. That's pretty much what I have for you. Kit has been a great marketing resource for me when it comes to emailing and just being able to plug and play and utilizing it as one of my freebies. So if it's something that you've been considering, but you don't necessarily want to invest a large amount and you want your email newsletter to look more like a regular email, then I recommend Kit. Check it out. It's not for everybody, but I hope this was helpful. So that's what I've got for you guys. And if you like that, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.